Despite Major League Soccer being a very young league, there have been many great players to play in MLS. In today's video, we are going to go over every MLS team's greatest player of all time. Before we get to this video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Blake Ayerny for originally coming up with this idea. With that being said, let's get into this. For Atlanta, I'm going with Joseph Martinez. Scored over 100 goals during his time in ATL, won MVP in 2018, and also scored the opening goal in the 2018 MLS Cup Final, giving them their first league title. Easy pick. Sebastian Driussi for Austin is another easy one. Arriving in Austin in the summer of 2021, Driussi has helped turn the Verde and Black into one of the best teams in the league overnight. He helped Austin reach the Western Conference Final in 2022 while finishing second MVP voting that season. It's a no-brainer here. Another easy one, give me Ignacio Piatti for Montreal. He was a 3-time All-Star for 3 straight seasons from 2018 to 2018 and also helped Montreal make it to the CONCACAF Champions League Final in 2015. Not a lot of people give him credit for what he did in the league, but I'll give him this spot. Charlotte, they only played one full season, but I'll just give it to Karol Swiderski. He led the team in goals scored in their inaugural season last year, and he also scored their first goal at Bank of America Stadium. I really don't have anything else to say here. They only played one full season. Chicago Fire. Let's go with Ante Razov, the leading goal scorer in the club's history, and also led Chicago to their only MLS Cup title, while also helping them win 3 US Open Cups between 98 and 03. He unfortunately gets forgotten by most fans like other players from his era, doing to play in the league's early years, but his resume is good enough to be the Chicago's GOAT. Despite being one of the league's original clubs, they really haven't had that many stars in their history. The Rapids, I'll go with Pablo Mastroeni. Has the most appearances in club history, was arguably the best midfielder in the league during his era, and also captained Colorado to a league title in 2010. A lot of great players to pick from in this franchise, but I will go with Guillermo Barros Schelotto, 2 supporter shields, 1 MLS Cup, and a regular season and MLS Cup MVP, both won in 08. You just can't get any better than that. DC's goal has to be Jaime Moreno, all-time club leader in appearances, goals, and assists. 4 MLS Cups including MLS Cup Final MVP in 97, 4 supporter shields, 2 US Open Cups, and a CONCACAF Champions Cup in 98. Nobody else in DC's history has impacted the club more than he has. There's not really a long short list to pick from Cincinnati here, as they've only been around for a couple seasons, but I'll go with Luciano Acosta. He was one of the very few bright spots on the team when he arrived in 2021, and the season after, he was in the MVP race, as Cincy made the playoffs for the first time in their history. So that's enough for him to be here, I guess. I mean, what you want me to do, pick Fernando Adi? For Dallas, I am going with David Ferreira. And yes, he is the father of current Dallas player and USMNT player Jesus. Ferreira gets a nod from me for taking the club to their first and only MLS Cup Final appearance in 2010. He also won the regular season MVP that same year as well. Brian Ching seems like the right choice here for the Dynamo. He never won regular season MVP, but he was a great player during his era. 2 chips back-to-back in 06 and 07, 6 All-Star appearances, won the MLS Golden Boot in 04, and also won MLS Cup MVP in 06. Inter Miami. Okay, Gonzalo Higuain. He was great last year in his final season and also led Miami to the playoffs, so yeah. Easily going with Landon Donovan. Helped create a dynasty in the 2010s alongside David Beckham and Robbie Keane alongside. Winning 3 MLS Cups. Also won 2 supporter shields and topped it off with winning MVP in 2011. LAFC, another no-brainer here with Carlos Vela, the club's first ever signing, a 3-time All-Star, won the Golden Boot and MVP in 2019, which is arguably the greatest season for an MLS player of all time, and he also helped LAFC win 2 supporter shields and an MLS Cup. Easily their goal. I wanted to give this spot to Christian Ramirez for his days in the NASL. I have to give the nod to Emmanuel Reynoso here. Helped Minnesota to their best playoff finish in 2020, reaching the Western Conference Final, and they've made the playoffs every year since he's been at the club. For Nashville, I'm pretty much going to keep it short here. It's obviously Hani Mukhtar, 1 MVP, although he should have 2. And also the Golden Boot in 2022. Very easy choice. They've been around for 3 years with Mukhtar going to the playoffs every single year. Taylor Twellman easily gets the GOAT nod for the Revolution here. He's more known as an analyst for ESPN and now Apple.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
But he was a great player in the MLS during his time in New England. In his 8 seasons with the Revs, He scored over 100 goals with the club, won MVP in the Golden Boot in 05, led the team to a US Open Cup win in 07, and also led them to 4 MLS Cup finals. Very solid resume for this selection. For NYCFC, I'm going with David Villa. Now, Villa doesn't have the accolades compared to Maxi Morales or Alexander Callens, but the Spaniard's individual success is much greater in my opinion. He is still their all-time leading goal scorer, also winning MVP in 2016, while making 4 All-Star appearances between 2015 to 2018. He also carried some mediocre New York teams to the playoffs as well during his time in MLS. The Red Bulls have had many global stars playing their history like Thierry Henry and Tim Cahill, but I'll go with Bradley Wright Phillips. From 2014 to 2018, he scored 108 goals, winning the Golden Boot in both 2014 and 2016. He also led New York to win 3 Supporter Shields. They choked many times in the postseason during his time there, not even making an MLS Cup final during their run, but I'll give him the GOAT title. Orlando's GOAT is Nani. Many people would have Kaká here or even Pedro Galese, but Nani helped Orlando City become a respectable franchise as the team made the playoffs for the first time in 2020 in the second season with the team. It's Andre Blake, come on now. He has a very strong case of being the greatest goalkeeper in league history, winning 3 Goalkeeper of the Year awards, the most all time for a goalkeeper. He also has 4 All-Star appearances and also helped the unit win the Supporters Shield in 2020 and led them to an MLS Cup final appearance in 2022. Diego Valeri for Poland is an easy pick. Club's all-time leading goal scorer and assist man, won MVP in 2015, Newcomer of the Year in 2013, and also made the All-Star team 4 times. In addition, he won MLS Cup MVP in 2015, scoring the opening goal to give the Timbers their first league title. For Real Salt Lake, it's a toss-up between Kyle Beckerman and Nick Rimando for me, but I'll give the nod to Rimando. He edges out Beckerman for all-time appearances for the club, and also won MLS Cup MVP in 09 for saving 3 shots in the penalty shootout against the LA Galaxy. Chris Wondolowski for San Jose is an easy choice. The league's all-time leading goal scorer, won 2 Golden Boots, and regular season MVP in 2012, while also making the All-Star team 5 times. He doesn't have the team accolades because of the Quakes being mediocre for the majority of his career, but his individual success is good enough for him to be their goal. For the Sounders, I am going with Nicolas Lodeiro. 2 MLS Cups and a CONCACAF Champions League title, while also being their best player during that time is impressive. He was the guy that took Seattle over the hump and made them a dynasty in the mid-2010s, so it's fair for him to get the GOAT nod. With Kansas City, we'll go with Preki. He's still the only player to win League MVP in the Golden Boot twice, winning in 97 and 03, and also led KC to their first MLS Cup title in 2000. I mean, they've only played 4 games so far, so you don't have anything to work with. But I guess I'll give it to João Klaus. 3 goals and 1 assist so far this season, and he's been a big reason why St. Louis has been doing so well right now. They've only played 4 games, so I don't have a lot to work with at all. So Toronto, I am giving it to Michael Bradley. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. I messed up here. Sebastian Giovinco, here we go. Giovinco helped turn Toronto from a laughingstock to a powerhouse overnight, as they went to 2 MLS Cup finals, winning their first in 2016 during his time with the club. For individual awards, he won Newcomer of the Year, Golden Boot, and MVP all in 2015, while also making 4 All-Star appearances. Easy pick here. For the last team in this video, I'm going to go with Camille. He's still their all-time leading goal scorer and also won the Golden Boot and made the All-Star game in 2013. And there you have it. Every MLS team's GOAT. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank y'all for watching and have a great day.